Well, at least two people are dead after two planes collided mid-air over Arizona. One plane was able to land and both people aboard were not injured. The accident happened this morning at a regional airport just northwest of Tucson. Federal officials say the airport does not have an operating control tower, something common for small general aviation airports. Instead, pilots communicate with each other on the Common Traffic Advisory Frequency. National Transportation Safety Board is leading the investigation. And crews have finished clearing the wreckage now of that Delta Airlines jet that flipped and crashed on the runway in Toronto. 3 cranes had to be used just to move the fuselage. The Delta flight was traveling from Minneapolis on Monday and landing in gusty conditions. All 80 people on board survived. 21 people were hurt. And those incidents follow the deadly collision of a regional jet and Army helicopter in Washington and an air ambulance crash in Philadelphia, all within the last 3 weeks. Each accident with different circumstances, but what is the impact of passengers' air travel anxiety? Queen City News reporter Shakira Speaks talked with a retired pilot and airline passengers about overcoming flying fears.
100,000 takeoffs every day, 40 million flights in a year. And so we're talking about what, 5, 6, 7 or something like that?
Former airline pilot Ron Nielsen believes the safest way to travel is still through the air. He helps people get through their anxiety of flying. Since the January 29th Washington, D.C. crash that killed 67 people, he's been preparing for his clients to have a renewed fear of the skies.
I tell them, try to imagine a day, the day before the first crash that got your attention, maybe the one in Washington, D.C. Try to imagine that day getting on an airplane. Would you have had any of the concerns other than, even if you were anxious about flying, you'd have had the standard ones?
The National Safety Transportation Board reported 13 fatal crashes so far in 2025. 81 were non-fatal. Between 2020 and 2024, officials reported just under 1,500 fatal crashes and less than 5,800 non-fatal crashes. Perry Harold is a frequent flyer. He says he doesn't have any worries when he buckles in.
And I know there are a great number of flights in the air every day, so these recent spate of crashes, it's just odd, just something that happened. But I don't think anything significant about that.
64% of adults agree with Harold that plane travel is safe or somewhat safe, according to a recent study by the Associated Press NORC Center. But last year, that number was 71%. The survey also showed that 2 in 10 people feel that it is somewhat not safe anymore after the January 29th crash. The recent Toronto and Arizona crash did have Shuab Meacham a little worried.
I was thinking about those, especially as we were landing. I said, I don't know what's going to happen. But
Nielsen advises his clients to journal with their non-dominant hand or breathe through a straw if they're feeling anxious, and use distant self-talk to calm down before and during the flight. Nielsen emphasizes that flying is still the safest way to travel.
The worst thing they're going to do today is probably get in their car and drive somewhere. So try to keep that perspective.
Nielsen also encourages flyers to get the facts from aviation safety officials to keep their stress and anxiety levels down. For now, reporting at the Charlotte Douglas International Airport, Shakira Speaks, Queen City News.